Childish Gambino's 3/15/20. That's the wrong way to do date. It should be 15/3/20, bud.
It's a way to do dates. 12 songs long, 57, 58 minutes.
Yeah, 57 minutes long.
It's kind of incredible. So, like, as we said in the earlier beginning of this podcast, this was.
I actually need my headphones for this because the weird thing about this album is most of the titles there's 0.00, there's algorithm, time, and all the rest are numbers.
All the rest are time codes.
Time codes, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, if you listen to this album as a full work, the time codes are like when you would hear the album.
Exactly.
Which is very much like the stream, which this started as, because it was originally Donald Glover Presents on his website. You could stream and hear the audio of this entire thing. But yeah, now it's available to stream for normal people because it was taken down a week later. And you can now get this whole album. And so we kind of thought Childish Gambino, we thought that his last album would be like his last, or he would like kind of slow down from there.
Yes.
He had made his last tour saying like, hey, this is the last time I'm going on tour. This might still be possible. It might be a Jay-Z retirement kind of thing.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of songs on here that have trickled out from the Gambino project and a lot of new things. And the basic idea you should get from this is that a lot of past Gambino has gone through like rap and then through like R&B.
Yeah.
And now it's like he's gone fully experimental.
Straight experimental. And this is great. This is a really good work of.
We have 3 basically possible album of the year contenders
We deadass
in this
do.
1 week.
Like, what is this year? I don't know how we're gonna do awards lists. Like, Jesus, there's so much good music that's out this year. But anyways. Algorithm is amazing. He actually saw a live version of
I saw a live
like a choppy live version of it, especially like the big bass line and everything else.
Yeah. The This Is America tour, basically in like late 2018 that he was doing.
Yes. So my biggest thing with this album is that one of my favorite artists, right, is Jai Paul. I talked about him a lot. This album gives me a giant Jai Paul vibe of the experimentation of just something that no one else makes, right? No one really makes sounds like these, or there's very few that do that. And this is one of those albums where I don't even know how to explain half of this music other than it's experimental as fuck, but it's good. It's combining chill wave with disco, with new wave, with a bunch of different styles, combining stuff, making new ones even, where you have feature acts that come out onto it. You have 21 Savage, our boy, who came out onto one. I think it was 1238, I believe is the one with 21.
Yeah,
exactly.
Time
with
Ariana Grande.
I'm not going to say anything about that.
And I believe that there was another artist on here as well. I'm pretty sure SZA was on there somewhere, but I need to find it.
Yeah, but anyways, God, it's incredible. I really 1910 is just this awesome funky groove beat with it, where it feels like if Jai Paul mixed Afro beats instead of more Indian sounds into his work. That's what it sounds like. Algorithm is a straight up like experimental bass line of where you're just combining all these different sounds of like garage, house, industrial, very old forms of dubstep, like scream version of dubstep, like the early 2000s. Combining all of those to just make it sound so dystopian, and that's the entire theme of the album. Is kind of that dystopian feel of there's so much weirdness going on, even in like your own personal life, where that's getting out into this. You do have
just like a raw expression, almost like how the sun just like emits like periods of loud rage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's just that like raw,
that's
that
raw expression,
that
raw energy
of that energy.
That is a great analogy for this album.
This album is nuclear fission.
Like it is straight up shooting an atom into another atom, seeing it explode and just create more atoms. That is what this album is. There's so much to choose from. You have Feels Like Summer, which is 4226, the 10th song, which just came out before, which is amazing. The big thing too, these songs are really long as well. You have like 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 6 minutes, 5 minutes, and some of these songs are broken up into pieces as well, where there's like they start transforming into another pieces, or they have like the last little 30 seconds or so will be little skits or little things that go into the next song. So it's very unique in that way, and it sounds like from top to bottom, it sounds like a mixtape almost, like mixtape feels of how everything connects to it, how everything goes into one another. I don't even know if that, I don't know, that's not a complaint because even if I put it on shuffle, I could still, everything still goes together as well.
I like 4748, the song near the end. I guess like
yeah, the
if it
second
had
last
a
song.
title, it would probably be called Violence because that's like the
Yeah.
thing and the title part.
1910 is probably my favorite.
Is that the 21 one?
No,
that's the one
That's
after
21.
Yeah.
4748 is really good. It felt like if Surfaces got an electric keyboard.
Yeah.
Like it had that like that little like surfer rock feel at the beginning of it, like that driving down LA vibe, but with much more into it than just that. But
borderline psychedelic. But yeah,
exactly.
This album has like R&B elements in it. It has experimental elements. I describe this as like experimental Kanye before 2011. So this is like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy before.
If Nigel Godrich went up with Kanye West and made an album.
Yeah, that's actually kind of possible.
Oh,
one of the Radiohead producers.
Yeah, the main Radiohead and Atoms for Peace producer and Tom York producer, Nigel Godrich.
Yeah.
That sound of just
that added with like a really like
graduate,
even like R&B because there's an R&B element that doesn't capture neither one of those. That's like really true here, and it's like
because like in 4748 you have the R&B element for sure. And this is masterpiece almost.
It's
ridiculous.
This like The Weeknd, but in a different way, which kind of like you compared to the Arctic Monkeys album from last year, Tranquility Base.
Yes,
I will need more listens to really enjoy the album.
Because there's so much to choose from, and this for me, this is my first all the way listen through was this morning.
Yeah.
So this is my now I'm listening to it a third time. I listened to it twice today.
Yeah. And like many, I mean like. Usually we review albums on this podcast, and it's like, it's kind of great. There's some things we didn't like, but there are like some parts where the album's faltered in the middle, or like we could have just gone without it. Here, at the very least, even parts of the albums we didn't like this week, and especially with the Gambino album, we would just like come back to and definitely think there's something there. And the things we did just like make the albums like album of the year too.
Exactly. So really I think it's one of those things because it's so different. It's very unique in that way where it's gonna take so many listens to
all three of these albums.
Yeah, to dive in and go, okay, what does this mean? What is all of this stuff? I have to look up lists of lyrics because a lot of the lyrics are really hidden and stuff, or they're so distorted where I'm trying to figure out what he's saying, but it's hard to hear it. So there's a lot of that aspect too, where then that'll make songs have more sense. But from an artist standpoint of Childish Gambino, this is like his arc is amazing because of how much his evolution is, how much he's changed his sound over time. He's not a one-trick pony, not even remotely close.
Yeah, 1,000%.
And yeah, he's amazing. The guy is so talented. This is Jobs. This is
the Dow Jones at 22,000.
Yeah, this is the Dow Jones at like.
This is the Dow Jones in mid-February.
This is the. It's hard to come by a job nowadays, right? Unemployment's going to be skyrocketing. This is like a high-paying. This is an high-paying essential job.
This is a high-paying essential work-from-home job.
Right, that is like the holy grail that you want, right?
Pick two.
That is this album. It's just unbelievably good.